Martin Truex Jr., Paul Menard, still all single file up topside. All but a sold-out house here at the Talladega Superspeedway, and there's not anybody sitting down. We're down to the final 6 laps. Up front, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick. Then comes Martin Truex Jr., Paul Menard, Sam Hornish, Clint Boyer, Carl Edwards. That's your top 10.
Johnson, Hamlin, and Harvick all already on the winner's list. Blaney running a limited schedule. None of them have anything to lose. Time to push the button as they head for 3.
And of course you got Martin Truex Jr. that's trying to take Furniture Row Racing to victory lane. He right now is behind Harvick and in front of Paul Menard.
All single file again. Menard, then you have Sam Hornish Jr., Clint Boyer, Carl Edwards. There was a second lane beginning to form again on the bottom of the racetrack. And once again led by Tony Stewart and Matt Kenseth, but still well outside of the top 20.
5 laps to go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him back to the start-finish line. And again, nobody steps out of line. It looks like this is going to be settled among those guys in the lead draft. But who will go first?
So far, everybody stays snuggled up next to that outside safer barrier. It continues to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. With every passing lap, he likes his chances a little bit better. Jr. to the backstretch.
It is a 10-car breakaway with Carl Edwards, the final car in the lead draft. You drop back 5 car lengths to Casey Mears. He leads the second pack as they try to track down the front pack, that is, and try to get up front with a shot for the win.
The gap, however, beginning to widen between Carl Edwards in that 10 spot and the 11th place car of Casey Mears. Some 7 or 8 car lengths as the field leads off turn 4, led by Dale Earnhardt Jr. As he looks out that rear view mirror, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has to like what he sees, and that is everybody just formed up behind him. Nobody dropping down to the inside of the racetrack. Nobody taking a shot at him, at least not yet.
It's like the ticking time bomb. You know it's going to go off. You just don't know where and when. For the moment, it continues. Earnhardt, Johnson, Blaney, Hamlin, and Harvick.
And the second pack's making hay. It's down to 3 car lengths now, but everybody, again, single file formation against the outside wall. Nobody is stepping out of line, and they're running out of time as they race back to the corner.
That second pack continues to close in, but thus far have not been able to make an impact on the top 10, and every time they do close in, they stall out. This time led by Casey Mears in the 11th spot, Eric Almirola, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Coming to the line, 3 laps to go. Rusty Wallace, if you're anybody but Dale Earnhardt Jr., what can you do?
If I was Jimmy Johnson, I'd try legging back right now. He's got Ryan Blaney, the rookie, behind him. Maybe get about 4 or 5 car lengths behind the 88 car of Junior and try to make a run when he comes down the back straightaway going into turn 4. That might work.
Right now it's just a half a car length separating pretty much, well, how about everybody? Mike, they work over in front of you.
Yeah, tight formation, single file. That second pack now broken up again. Tony Stewart and 3 others pulling down to the inside of the racetrack outside of the top 20. Now it's Danica and Brad Keselowski hung out to dry.
Well, outside of the top 20 is Danica Patrick, and she will now begin to lose even more spots. Both her and Brad Keselowski, they're the only 2 cars on the bottom of the racetrack.
2 laps to go as they come to the line. Everybody single file, and everybody here in the grandstand at Talladega waiting to see who will step out of line and try to make something happen in this front pack. It won't happen this time. Single file, the way they go to 1.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. half a car length up on Johnson. Right on his back bumper comes Ryan Blaney, then Hamlin, then Harvick, then Truex and Menard off turn number 2.
And behind them, you've got the car of Clint Boyer. He's in that mix as well. Sam Hornish Jr., Carl Edwards. Still nobody out of line. Nobody diving to the inside of the racetrack.
Everybody still single file into turn number 3 until right now. Denny Hamlin goes to the inside of Ryan Blaney, who is hung out to dry. He will go to 3rd. Harvick to 4th. Blaney will go backwards and fall outside of the top 5. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. right down to the bottom of the racetrack trying to throw the block. Here they come back to the stripe. White flag waving here at the Talladega Superspeedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, top 3. Behind them, they begin to shuffle.
Side by side, Truex around the outside of Kevin Harvick. Harvick gets stranded. Carl Edwards spins down to the apron, tries to save it, comes back up the banking. Patrick avoids. Kenseth avoids. Hensick back to the apron, and now everybody scrambles by.
Boyer and Gordon will spin to the inside. We're full steam racing into 3. Menard to the inside of Truex, and Johnson's behind Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Paul Menard has a good run, as does Jimmy Johnson, but is it enough? Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads off of turn number 4 for the final time at Talladega.
His teammate Jimmy Johnson right behind. Will he have a chance to do it in the tri-oval? He's right behind him, looking for a chance to pull down low. It's not going to work. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win for the 6th time at Talladega Superspeedway. He punches his ticket into the chase. Junior gets the win. Jimmy Johnson is 2nd. Paul Menard comes in 3rd. Ryan Blaney 4th. And Martin Truex Jr. will finish in 5th.
Let's go to pit road.
They are celebrating down here in the Nationwide Insurance Team. Crew members high-fiving and hugging on pit road. Greg Ives up on top of the pit box trying to get unplugged from all the wires and all of the equipment that is hooked into him. High-fiving, signaling the crew guys, celebrating down here, saluting the crew guys. Greg, congratulations. You're a Cup Series winner.
I really appreciate it. It's been a fun year so far. We knew we had a great opportunity when we showed up in Daytona to win at one of these speedway races, and then we carried that momentum onto some of the intermediate tracks. So we're doing an awesome job here, and we had a couple bad weeks, and we just come back and we have a lot of fight in us. I just want to say my daughter broke her arm last night, so this one's for her.
No doubt about it. That's Greg Ives. He's going to victory lane here at Talladega.
Water temperature peg doesn't matter. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has driven on to victory lane. Nobody going home here at Talladega. Congratulations to Dale Earnhardt Jr., the winner of today's race.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading 67 laps today en route to his 6th victory at this racetrack, and for his crew chief Greg Ives, in only his 10th Cup Series start, he too is a race winner in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Top 5, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Paul Menard, Ryan Blaney, and Martin Truex Jr. as we head to pit road. Alex Hayden.
Paul Menard, an outstanding 3rd place run. Boy, came from basically out of nowhere. The last few laps, though, Paul, everybody lined up single file. What was the thought process?
Everybody was just waiting for somebody to make a move. I didn't want to be the first guy, and I think Kevin or Denny made the move, and we just kind of all went wherever we needed to from there. So really fast, Quaker State Chevy. We ran hot with the oil all day long, and the oil held up for us, and fast cars at RCR and ECR horsepower.
Paul Menard comes home 3rd place today. Steve Post.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, a 2nd place run here this afternoon. Jimmy, your run here today and those last few laps, any shot at taking a shot at your teammate there?
Not really. We had such a small group, single file. There wasn't a lot of energy coming from behind. I was definitely going to try taking the white, and my plan was into turn 3 to back up and try to get a run onto the front stretch. But turn 3 coming to the white, the 11 got rid of the 21, and we just had such a small group. There was very little energy to create a run and to try to get the 88. And he had a really fast car, so I wasn't gonna be able to go up there and just take it away from him. So congratulations to my teammates. 1-2 for the 48 and 88 shop. Awesome day for this Lowe's Chevrolet. Great pit stops. Just a solid performance and a great month for us. We really look at it. I think our worst finish this month's been 3rd.
No doubt. Been good for Jimmy Johnson. He finishes 2nd here today. Alex?
Yeah, Martin Truex Jr., 5th place finish today. And as a race car driver, you knowing what's going on, knowing everybody's got to stack up single file, how frustrating is it knowing that somebody's got to make the move, but nobody wants to be the one to make the move?
Well, you want to make sure you don't make it too early. And I think everybody was on the same plan. They're waiting with one to go, waiting for the last lap. Because if you make a move and it doesn't work, you're going to lose a lot of spots, and you try to minimize that. So all in all, we had a good day. We took a shot there with in the last lap and had a great run going into 1. Got up to 3rd, got blocked by the 11, lost our momentum. So felt like we had a shot at it there. 88, 48 were super strong all day long. It was that was no surprise that they were up there. Not nobody could really pass them, but I don't know. Everybody at Talladega's happy, so it's all good.
Furniture Row Racing, a single car team, but you're affiliated with Richard Childress Racing. After a couple of ECR engine failures, does that come into play in your mind?
Well, when the 33 broke, I was like, it's not a big deal because they're a part-time team. Usually they do R&D stuff on that car. When the 3 blew up, I was like, okay, that's 2. So you think about it a little bit, but there's nothing you can do but hold it on the floor here, so it's all good.
Martin Truex Jr., 5th place, Steve Post.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney. I'll tell you, what a day for this youngster, Ryan. What'd you learn here today at Talladega?
You got to be patient here, and we went from the front to the back front to the back and back to the front, and that's a lot of product of yellow stripes on the back. And luckily, towards the 3/4 mark of the race, we made some good moves, and a couple guys went with us, and that might have helped us out, positioning ourselves for the end there. So really happy to get a good finish after a couple of tough races with blown motors, and it's just cool to finish one of these things. Great to get Ford and Motorcraft quickly in a good finish, and our next race is Charlotte, so we're really excited to get back there, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going.
Turn number 3, the next to last lap, you got shuffled out. What were your thoughts as that's happening? You were able to rally back, but what were your thoughts at the moment that was happening?
Yeah, I was really just watching Denny. I knew he was going to make a move at some point. I just didn't know when, and I figured it was going to be on the last lap. He went a little bit earlier than I thought, and honestly, I didn't think he got a good enough run down the backstretch to make a big move like that. I don't know if the 4 was pushing him or what, but he got inside of me and stopped me, and luckily Sam picked me up there on the front stretch and got us up through there. So overall, just a good day. Glad to bring it home in one piece too.
That's Ryan Blaney, 4th place run here this afternoon.